Hello Cambly learners, it's me again, Cambly tutor Yuri. And today I'll be going over a pretty simple concept, although it's a concept that people get wrong sometimes. So that's what I'm here for, to help you guys better understand. Today we're going to be covering the difference between capital and capital. Wait a minute, but those two words sound exactly the same. And that's exactly where the problem lies, because it sounds the same and these two words look almost identical. Some people get confused with the difference between these two words. So today we're going to be exploring the difference between capital and capital. First, let's start with capital with an A. And capital with an A can mean a few different things, but in general, it refers to the most important city or town in a region or a country. For example, the capital of the United States is Washington, D.C., and the capital of China is Beijing. So capital can also refer to money, as in he invested all of his capital in the stock market, or she invested all of her capital to buy that brand new business. Now, the other capital, with an O, refers to a specific building where the government of a country might meet. For example, the United States Capitol building is where Congress meets to create and pass new laws. So, other than this, you'll mostly be using the capital with an A. And the key difference between these two words is that capital with an A refers to a city or wealth or money that one has, while capital with an O refers to a specific building where government activities take place. Now, let's practice using these words in a few more sentences. She used all of her capital to start her own business. Capital with an A. The Capitol building in my state is where lawmakers meet. Capital with an O. The capital of South Africa is Pretoria. Capital with an A. And the United States Capitol building is located in Washington, D.C. Capital with an O. Okay, great job. Now, let's do some quick exercises to reinforce what we've learned. I'm going to say a few sentences, and I'd like to challenge you to see if you can identify whether it's capital with an A or capital with an O. Are you ready? Okay, here's your first sentence. The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. All right, let's see if you got it right. The correct word to use was capital with an A because we're talking about a city, not a building. All right, let's try another one. The Capitol building in my state is where our governor works. The correct word to use here is capital with an O, because we're talking about a specific building that houses the state's government. Okay, let's try one more. She invested all of her capital in the stock market. The correct word to use here is capital with an A, because we're talking about money or wealth. All right, so as a final recap, to help you remember the difference between these two words, I have a little trick for you. So here we go. Think of the O in capital as representing the shape of a big round building where important people meet to make decisions. And think of capital with the A as standing for all the important stuff is here in this city. So whether it's a city with a government or finance center or valuable assets. So that is a way that you guys can use to remember what the difference is, capital with an A or capital with an O. All right, well done. You guys are on your way to mastering the difference between capital and capital. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Cambly, Cambly gives you instant access to friendly native English speakers like me. And you can take English lessons anywhere, anytime, right from your phone or your computer. So schedule your next lesson with me or any of our amazing tutors just using the link down below. And that's it for me. So thank you so much for watching and learning with us here on Cambly. Until next time, take care. Bye.